Is it working? I never know if it is. Okay, there we go. I see myself. Okay, cool. Hi everyone. So I'm finally doing my skincare live stream, which I've been meaning to do for forever. Can y'all hear me all right? Just want to check. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? Nobody's answering me. Okay, everybody's saying hey. Okay, yes. Thank you so much. Okay, people can hear me. So today I want to talk about skincare, obviously. Y'all probably saw the title already. But I have been hesitating to do a skincare routine because I feel like it's so misleading to do a routine and then like give y'all all these product recommendations, and then y'all might think, oh, I can just get these products and I can end up with skin just like hers, which is not true because everybody's skin is different. Everybody's skin chemistry is different. So I want to talk about like important things to like think about when it comes to your skincare, so you can tailor your skincare routine towards like what your skin type is and what is important and like what to prioritize and stuff like that. So I actually, sorry, I stutter a lot. When I film, you don't see that because I can cut that out with editing, but with live streams, I'm just like, can't do it. But anyway, so I have some tips. And Trin is here. Trin's at work, but he's watching. But anyway, so I've got a list of tips, and then I'll tell you what my skincare routine is, and then I will answer questions that y'all have about skincare, and I can answer like specifically like concerns that I might not have addressed already and things that you're still curious about. So the first thing, my first tip is to always wear sunscreen. It's so crazy to me that people spend hundreds of dollars on these expensive products for anti-aging, but ignores your SPF, ignore sunscreen, which is probably the biggest topical treatment, like the thing that's most influential on your face, like the thing that's going to make the biggest difference. So any skincare concern that I could really think of, like hyperpigmentation, hypopigmentation, or acne scars, or active acne, or wrinkles, or eye bags, or skin sagging, anything I could really think of that's a skincare problem can be made better. Not completely fixed, but can be made better with SPF. So I'm going to give y'all some options because I hoard SPF and I've tried many. So I'm going to give y'all some options depending on your skin type. So to start off, if you have normal to dry skin, I would really recommend the Kiss My Face SPF 30 Sensitive Side 3-in-1. This has oat protein in it. I've been using Kiss My Face for a long time, but I switched to this one because it has twice the amount. This is a pretty big tub. Like to compare, this is what the Paula's Choice look like. So it's a pretty big tub. It's not super heavy. It doesn't have that weird chemical like sunscreen smell, but it's SPF 30, which is the minimum you should go for. And it's very, very good for sensitive skin. It doesn't have any ingredients like alcohol or fragrance that would irritate your skin or increase your photosensitivity, which is something you really should think about. I'm sorry, I'm talking so fast. I was just at a debate meeting, which is probably why I'm doing that. But anyway, very good for sensitive skin, very good for dry skin, and it's very affordable. This is, I think, $12.99 at Whole Foods, and for this amount of product, this is 4 fluid ounces, $12.99. You probably can't get anything else that's cheaper than this. So I highly recommend it if you have normal to dry skin. It might be a little problematic if you have combination skin, which is what I have, so I kind of weaned off of this a little bit, but it's still very good. Now, if you have another problem that a lot of people have with SPF, and a big reason why some people don't want to wear it, is because it makes your face look really oily. So this is one that doesn't, it still looks a little, it's not completely mattifying, but it's the most matte SPF that I've ever tried. It's the Paula's Choice Clear Ultralight Daily Hydrating Fluid. And if you really are concerned with like your face being extremely, extremely oily, I think a good product to invest in is the Shine Stopper. And I have it outside, but I don't want to walk outside and leave y'all hanging during a live stream. But the Shine Stopper on Paula's Choice can transform any SPF you have or any skincare product that makes you look oily and absorb all that oil. And it only keeps working throughout the day. And it's like one of my favorite products because I have combination skin, and some skincare or makeup products do tend to make me look oily. So getting a Shine Stopper is going to be very beneficial. But if you don't want to invest in that, this is very, very good. This is the, I already said the name, Clear Ultralight Daily Hydrating Fluid. And it's a much lighter SPF than the Kiss My Face one. It's also like just a light SPF. See, it's not doing the thing. I thought I was going to trip. It's a liquid SPF. And it's, again, SPF 30. And it kind of just, that was a very small amount. That wasn't fair. I'll put a little bit more on. But it doesn't really leave a white cast, and it doesn't make you look oily. Like, it absorbs into the skin very quickly, and it's very good for people who have combination oily, acne-prone skin. I think this would be very beneficial, especially since the clear line is specifically for acne-prone skin. So I've been using that for a while because I do tend to have acne, like naturally, if I didn't keep up with my skincare routine. So that's the first tip, is to wear SPF, at least SPF 30. It's not sufficient to use like a foundation with SPF because you don't apply enough for it to be good, for it to be broad spectrum, for it to like last and actually work. But yeah, sunscreen, it helps with skin cancer, with any kind of marks or anything. It's just, you really should wear it. And I do wear it every single day, even when it's gloomy outside, sometimes even when I'm just staying at home because my window's open. So yeah, SPF is very important. The second thing is that natural and organic does not mean good. There are so many companies that just market like natural and good, like natural and organic as good, which is so not true. Like, there's so many natural things that can be poisonous that can be bad, like lavender oil. If you put lavender oil on your face, you're going to turn red. It's going to irritate your skin. It's going to make you have wrinkles faster. And like, I just don't even understand how this myth came about. And I also hear this thing so much on Facebook and on YouTube, like people who do these DIY skincare stuff, skincare routines, skincare treatments with things that they can find in their kitchen. And just because you can find it in your kitchen doesn't mean it's good for you. There are, of course, exceptions, like almond oil is very good for you. Not like directly, but like mixed with other ingredients. And coconut oil, again, mixed with other ingredients, because just by itself it can clog your pores. But in general, don't trust something just because it's natural. And I also think a huge myth is when people say, if you can't pronounce an ingredient, you shouldn't trust it. Who came up with that? It makes me so mad every time someone says it, because whether it's such an arbitrary metric, and there are people who can't pronounce certain scientific words, and like you can't pronounce every ingredient in your medication. That doesn't mean the medication's bad for you, you know? So I just think that's just something silly and something to think about. But yeah, my point is just don't trust something just because it's natural. And the third thing is to always, always stay away from fragrance or irritating ingredients. So that would be fragrance and alcohol. Alcohol, there are some types of alcohol that are beneficial, like ceteryl. I think it's called, it's spelled C-E-T-E-R-O-L. Aryl, if I'm not wrong. But there are some types of alcohol that are emollient alcohols that are beneficial for our skin. So read up on what are beneficial ones and what are damaging ones. Usually when it's something that you need to avoid, it would just be alcohol, or it would be DEN, alcohol, which stands for denatured. I never know how to pronounce these ingredients, but that is also a harmful type of alcohol. So stay away from that. Alcohol is put in a lot of cosmetic and skincare products because it has oil controlling properties. As in, if you put alcohol on your skin, it will take away the oil very visibly, almost an immediate effect, which is what a lot of companies think that consumers want, because it's like a quick fix, which is also the reason why a lot of like products that target acne or oily skin has alcohol in it, even though it does the reverse. It makes your skin behave, like your cell turnover becomes like weird and fucked up because you use alcohol on a consistent basis, which is really bad. So avoid alcohol and fragrance. Oh, so many people want to fight me on this, which is so funny. I don't understand, because a lot of people think that my opinion is biased because I don't only read from Paula's Choice website, but that's where I like to start, because like there are links to research articles and like articles that are written by dermatologists. So I trust the process, and I don't think they're completely biased. But fragrance being damaging is just a consensus in the dermatology community, and I don't think really anybody disagrees. And the reason why fragrance is bad for you is because it creates I haven't read I'm sorry, I just looked into the chat, but anyway, the reason why fragrance is bad for you is because there is a volatile reaction that happens when fragrance imparts the scent. And this can be like a lot of products can be labeled like unscented, non-scented, or like fragrance-free, and all of them mean different things. So you really need to go to the ingredient list and see if there's fragrance listed there, or sometimes it could be like lavender oil or rose oil, not rose oil. That's gonna start another debate, but lemon oil, like citrus, and just fragrances. And whether it's synthetic or natural, it does not matter. As long as it is a volatile fragrance, it's going to damage your skin. And sometimes your nose can't really tell, because there are some scents or fragrance that are in products just to make the product not smell as bad, because sometimes skincare ingredients can smell bad, so it uses that to balance out like all the bad smelling ingredients, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't have a damaging effect. And also sometimes there are some skincare ingredients that smell really good but isn't actually damaging. An example is tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is good for your skin, but it smells like it has a pretty strong scent. And another one is mango butter, which is also good for your skin, and it smells really good. So those are just some examples and exceptions to the rule. So I think those are all of my tips. So my actual skincare routine. I'm sorry, I'm talking so much, I gotta drink water. Anyway, my actual skincare routine. So I'm gonna start with my morning skincare routine. So you've probably heard me talk about this so many times. I have been consistently using this in my skincare routine for the past 2 years. And before that, I was using another version of this, another version of a BHA exfoliant. But this is so important in my life. I don't even know what I would do without it. And actually recently, Paula's Choice took away my credits, because I usually give people links, like referral links, and that like allows me to gain credit from my recommendations. And when I gain credit, I can purchase skincare products from their website. But recently they have like some kind of change with that program and I can't use it. But even then, I'm still using my own money to buy an exfoliating solution because it's so important. I ran out and I had to buy it. I can't wait until they give me back my credits. I have to get it right now because I can't go without it. As soon as I don't use it for like 3 days, I can notice a difference. So this is a BHA exfoliant, which is another word for salicylic acid. And salicylic acid is a very good ingredient for acne. And even if you don't have acne, it's good for speeding up your skin cell turnover. So what that does is it unclogs your pores from very deep within. It's going to be better than any scrub, any physical exfoliation you do. And what I do is honestly, what I do is I put it in the palm of my hands, and then I pat it into my skin. The goal is just to spread it all over my skin. It's probably better to use like a cotton pad or something, but that's just for convenience because I like to do this very quickly. But that's what I do, and it really helps. Like, I barely ever have acne or like acne that's caused from topical treatment. Sometimes like I would eat like a very, very, very bad meal or have like live like a pig, like very unhealthily for like a whole weekend and then come back with a pimple. But things that are not lifestyle related, like as far as topical treatments go, this has got to be the most effective, like important part of my skincare routine. So like I said, I splash this on my face, and this is the first thing I do. I used to use a toner with this, but I find that there isn't really any long-term physical changes. I've been on and off of toners, and to be honest, this has replaced toners for me because toners just don't really have any active ingredients that do much for my skin. So I start with this. And also, I have combination skin, if I haven't said that already. I have combination skin. There are different BHA exfoliants for different skin types. There are ones that are in gel formulas, ones that are in liquid, and there's also one that has 4% salicylic acid, which is going to give you a more intense, is that the word? A stronger exfoliation for those who have severe pore problems and acne problems. Okay, next, I like to use niacinamide. This is the Paula's Choice Resist 10% niacinamide booster. So niacinamide is a very important ingredient for me because I struggle with enlarged pores and wrinkles, because I'm starting to get those wrinkles around my eyes because I'm 21 and have not been taking good care of my skin when I was younger. But anyway, so niacinamide is very, very good because it's one of those ingredients that does such a wide range of things. It's probably my second favorite behind BHA exfoliants, and aka salicylic acids. Niacinamide, you can mix this with your moisturizer and apply it, or you can apply it as a serum. That's how I apply it because I just don't have time to mix. But niacinamides are amazing because it instantly hydrates your skin. It gives you a visible difference in how your wrinkles appear. It almost have like a wrinkle filling effect, and it helps with pore regulation, as in it normalizes the cell turnover process, which could have been, what's the word? It could have been damaged, like your cell turnover process might have been damaged by like sun damage, sun exposure, or like using alcohol for a long period of time. So it kind of has like it reverses your skin to where it was before, and I really, really like it. Yeah, I didn't use it for like 2-3 months. I don't know why, but I think I was just trying to test out other skincare products, so I stopped using this. And in the past month, I started using it again, and I really, really see a difference. Like, if you put this on your face for the first time, assuming you don't already use niacinamide, And the next morning you can really see a difference. It's like your skin is brightened, your pores are smaller. It just really, it's really good. I feel like I keep saying it's really good without giving reasons. I've been talking for a while, sorry. Next, I use SPF, like I said, and I used to use this one when my skin is less oily, but since my skin is oilier now that I live in Texas, I don't mix, but I alternate between these two. So this is the clear ultralight hydrating fluid, like I talked about before. I already told you why I like this. But on days when I feel like I'm a little bit more dry and I don't want to be as matte, because this one is mattifying, kind of. This is the Resist Youth Extending Daily Hydrating Fluid. And this has, the difference really is just this one is a little bit more moisturizing, and it has antioxidants and soothing plant extracts. So it's very good for oily combination skin, and it has antioxidants, so that's good for, oh my gosh, scratched myself. Anyway, it's good for wrinkles, anti-aging, which again, my main concern is just acne and anti-aging. So these two are both really good. And at night, I pretty much do the exact same thing. I do BHA Exfoliant, Niacinamide, and then I use this, which is the Resist Super Antioxidant Concentrate Serum. It looks like this. And I think I might switch to a lighter serum because this one is pretty heavy. I'll let you see what it's like. It's very thick. This one is formulated for dry skin. And I use this mainly underneath my eyes as an eye cream. But I think I might switch to the Resist Super Antioxidant from their the other line, from this line, that's the light blue one, in the future. But this, I really like this so far as an eye cream because it has vitamin C, which helps with darkness on your skin, and applying it underneath my eyes because it's so thick and emollient, it really hydrates like my wrinkles, fine lines underneath my eyes, and the next morning it still feels very hydrated, and it's just a really thick serum, which isn't good for all over my face because that would break me out, but it's good for underneath my eyes, so I really like it. And sometimes I go without moisturizer. Sometimes I go without moisturizer just because my skin everywhere that is not my eyes tend to get pretty oily. But when I do use moisturizer, I use the Paula's Choice Redness Relief Moisturizer, and I have the one that's for oily and combination skin because I do tend to get red a lot because I think it's because I'm not from America, so there are so many allergens that I'm just not used to, and everything triggers me. Triggered. But yeah, just almost everything triggers an allergic reaction and makes my skin red. Like even now, I feel like my skin is getting progressively redder because I'm staring at a computer screen. But anyway, this helps a lot with my redness. On days that I'm more red, I would use a moisturizer, or else sometimes I go without it because just the niacinamide and the exfoliant is sufficient to maintain moisture on my skin, and I don't feel like I need to. Okay, now let's talk about, oh, actually, no, hold on a sec. All right, last thing that I use, and this is a special treatment because I have eczema on my eyes, and it has gotten so much better. So this is what my eyes look like now. I put ointment on it this morning. But I have no more redness. Excuse me. I have no more redness. I have no more scarring from the eczema because I had it for a long time and it was pretty severe. I'm going to show you what it looked like before. Second. What the fuck is it? Oh, there we go. Which one's the best picture? They all look horrible, but oh god, that looks so bad. Let me just magnify this so you can see. Okay, that's what my eyes used to look like. I look like I got punched in the face. You see, it was going to, like, it was thickening my skin. It was making my eyes swollen every day. And underneath my eyes, it was all red. I couldn't wear eyeshadow, and it was just so embarrassing because it was right on my eyes, and I keep scratching right here, and it would get crepey. Like, my eyes would get crepey. It was so bad, and the skin kept coming off, and it was just, there was so much peeling, and I finally found a way to fix it, and I didn't think I would. I thought I would have to go see a dermatologist, get surgery, get some injections, I don't know, plastic surgery. I was willing to try anything. This was the worst skincare problem I've ever had, probably worse than acne. But so this is part of my skincare routine. I apply this, what's it called? This is called the Vitamin E Ointment, which has vitamin E, wheat germ oil, and aloe vera, and it's for dry skin, wrinkles, and stretch marks. I picked this up on a whim, didn't do any research on it. I don't think anyone really did a review because it's like one of those $5 products from the supermarket. I got this from GNC, and it's when Trin was looking at protein powders that I had some time to spare, so I looked at the beauty aisle, and it had this vitamin E ointment, and I thought, I knew the thickest kind of topical treatment I can put on my skin is an ointment, and my last ointment wasn't working really at all on my skin, on my eyelids, so I switched to using this, and it helped me so much. It's the only thing that has helped me, and I think it's because it's so thick that it created kind of like a barrier. Like, do you see how thick that is? It's thicker than Vaseline. It's so dense. Trin said it smelled like Cajun seasoning. It does smell like Cajun seasoning. I have no idea where it came from because the first time I opened the jar, I already noticed it. I don't think it's because I ate like crawfish and then touched this, but yeah, it has a very bad and weird scent, but it really works. It's so thick. I apply this on my lids before I sleep, like I said, and if you do this consistently day and night, it really heals your eczema for those of you who have it. And I really like it. I've also been using it on Trin. He actually makes me do this on him. Like, he has some, like his left nipple is kind of dry, and like he's got some scarring from his surgery. And he makes me put this on him. But yeah, it really helps. Another thing that helped tremendously with my eczema is to find out what is causing your reaction, because eczema is a reaction to like an allergy or like contact dermatitis. So I had a hunch that this was the cause. I had a hunch that this was what caused my eczema, but I just didn't want to believe it. So ever since we got Pudding, we always sleep with her. Some people think that's gross. We wipe her and bathe her regularly, like after walks. So it's not, we accept it because we love her so much, and she's not a dirty puppy, and we sleep with her. And I realized that she was the reason why I was getting eczema on my eyes. And I had a hunch. I didn't want to believe it, but I had to do the elimination process, and sometimes this can be easier done by yourself than at a clinic. So I started the elimination process, taking parts of my life out, like specific foods, specific things, and I finally, when it came to taking Pudding out of the bedroom, cleaning the sheets, cleaning everything, and then having her out of my bedroom, that made such a huge difference. So try to figure out what it is that triggers your eczema. So yeah, she sleeps outside now, which is really sad. Sometimes we let her cuddle like in bed right before the day we're gonna wash our sheets. But yeah, Pudding can't be in the bedroom anymore. She also peed on the carpet, but that's another story. So yeah. So that's the last part of my skincare routine. That's everything I use. Let's see. Where did I put the... Oh, right. So other than my regular skincare routine, there are like spot treatments that you can do as well if you have acne. I don't really use this nearly as much anymore because with my BHA exfoliant, I don't really get... I charge my laptop because it's dying. I don't really get that many pimples anymore, but when I do, I use this Paula's Choice Resist Triple Action Dark Spot Eraser. It's basically a BHA gel. It's also 2%, but it's, I guess, a bit more concentrated in its form because it's a bit thicker. So I apply this on my blemish, and then the next morning it gets significantly smaller, if not completely gone. So I always use this, and it really helps. And I think that is it. That's my entire skincare routine. And now I'm going to answer some questions if y'all have any regarding like your skincare and your skincare problems. Also, I just want to make a disclaimer. I am not sponsored by Paula's Choice. I've been using their stuff for 3-4 years, even before I started my channel. I just really trust their products. They have been the only brand, not only brand, there are other brands I use, but the first brand that truly made a huge difference in my skin. So I just stuck with them, and I trust their research and their process, and I've never really been disappointed by their products. So yeah. Okay, now I'm going to answer questions. What are your thoughts on Curology? I have used Curology for about a month, and it's this, if you don't know, it's a subscription service, I believe. You post pictures of your skin and your specific skin problems, and they will tailor a specific bottle of different active ingredients that are only available to dermatologists, and they will ship it to you. So these aren't ingredients that you can find over the counter. These are like very concentrated active ingredients. So that's the whole thesis, the whole company, that's what they do. And I tried using it for a month, and I did not think it was worth the money for a couple of reasons. First is that all of my skincare concerns can already be taken care of with a BHA exfoliant, with niacinamide, with my current skincare routine. And I knew that at the time I wanted to try Curology because I had some acne scars around my face here. And I thought that because they're active ingredients that are only accessible through prescription, that it would make a bigger difference. But it's, if you don't need that prescription strength, it really does not improve your skin that much. And I knew what I needed was like laser and consistent exfoliant over time, rather than like a bottle of active ingredients that aren't accessible to me otherwise. So it didn't really make a huge difference, but I think that if you don't already have a routine that you're satisfied with, like if you know that those are the ingredients you need and you want an affordable way of like accessing it, then I think it's something that's worth a shot, especially since you get a whole bottle your first month for like $20-something, I think. So if you really have been struggling with acne, with acne scars, wrinkles, and all the other ingredients just really didn't work for you, I think it's worth a shot to get a full bottle for $20-something, which is basically what you would pay for like a BHA exfoliant. Yeah, it's worth a shot. Okay, forehead texture. For texture problems, you need to find out what's causing it. Most of the time it's clogged pores. So like maybe whiteheads or blackheads that are very deep within your skin. One thing that helps me, which is sometimes not a great recommendation for people who don't do this often or don't have practice, but using an extraction tool. I have it outside, but again, I don't want to leave y'all alone. It's like this stick with a little hoop in the end, and you press it on your skin gently, not aggressively. You press it on the blemish, and then it releases the whitehead, blackhead, acne, pimple, whatever you have, and it kind of speeds up the process. But if you do it incorrectly or put too much force, it could leave you with a scar. So be careful with that, but that gives you like an instant, immediate like result. You can see the texture just go away because the whitehead is gone. So that really helps. But if you're talking about in terms of like long-term things that you can prevent texture and improve texture, BHA Exfoliant, again, this exfoliant, it's really going to help you. Yeah. Dark circle tips. So I've always had dark circles. I probably have the worst dark circles in my family, but you probably already know that most of it is genetics. And some of it might be just the way that your face is shaped, and it might be a shadow. But if you know for sure that it is like underneath your skin, like if it's a pigmentation to your skin, then one thing that would really help is to wear sunscreen. And another thing is, a lot of times people don't know this, but it could be caused by allergies or congestion in your nose because the circulation isn't good. So like example for me, like when it's flu season, when it's like when I'm allergic to something or when I'm sick, my dark circles get way, way worse because the circulation is blocked. So make sure if you suspect that might be the case, try to eliminate things that you might be allergic to, or try to take oral antihistamines, which should prevent that allergic reaction so it wouldn't have that congestion. I take antihistamines every once in a while when I think my dark circles are getting worse. I always have allergy medication on hand because Trin is always allergic to something and always sniffling. So I always have that at home anyway. So it's easy, but you can get like a pack at Walgreens for like $5, I think. So yeah, that really helps. And there are other topical treatments like hydration, like things that hydrate your skin, like moisturizer, eye creams. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, one thing that really, really damages your eyes, that makes your eyes like worsens your dark circle dramatically, is rubbing your eyes. Don't do it. And then something that I see so many people do is use makeup wipes on your eyes, which is very, very, very bad. I do it sometimes when I'm being lazy, but it's very, very bad for your skin. Try to use effective makeup removers that can chemically remove your makeup, as in lift it and remove it through the chemical process and not through friction, not through rubbing. Because if you rub your eyes like that with some makeup remover, all of that is going to break down your collagen. It's going to worsen your dark circles, thin out your skin, making your dark circles more apparent. So no rubbing, and use a good makeup remover so that doesn't happen. Dark circles can also be caused because the skin on the area is really thin, so you can see underneath, hence seeing dark circles. That's why there are dark circles filler treatments. Yeah, that's also true. There are filler treatments you can do, but that's a bit more invasive and obviously more expensive. Did you get the new Paula's Choice cleansing oil? I haven't yet. There's so many new Paula's Choice products that I am dying to try, but again, I'm waiting for my credits to come back. Yeah, that's just what I've been waiting on, but I'm confident that the cleansing oil should be really good. A cleansing balm is usually effective in removing eye makeup. Yes, I completely agree. A cleansing balm that is oil-based, or an oil, like a cleansing oil that turns into an emulsion when water is added, that usually removes makeup melted off very quickly and effectively so that it minimizes friction. What I do is I use a micellar water, and I put it on 2 cotton pads. I usually use more. Leave it on my eyes and then let the makeup melt away. Can you talk about blackheads? Yes, I can. So I have pretty bad blackheads on my nose, which is usually where most people get their blackheads: nose, forehead, chin, the oily areas. So one thing that really helps, I guess it's the same with texture, is using an extraction tool and using salicylic acid. Every problem you give me, my solution is to use a BHA exfoliant because it's so effective. And another thing that really helps is chemical peels. So one that I really like is the one from The Ordinary, and you can get it for, I believe, $8. I'm not sure, but it's under $10. And it's a mixture of, I think, I'm not sure what percentage it was, but it's a very concentrated amount of both BHA and AHA, two very effective acids. And I know acids can sound like scary, and for some people it does cause irritation because it's so strong. I'm sorry, I keep feeling like I have to burp because I'm talking so much. Anyway, it's very concentrated and it can irritate other parts of your skin, but if you only leave it in your oily areas where your skin is really thick, it really makes a difference in your blackheads, because basically what you need is to unclog your pores. However, there is a limitation because some of it is just genetics, and it's like, for example, Trin uses exfoliants every single day, but he genetically just have these blackheads right here, and it's the same spot, and it comes back. Like, it can be made better and way less noticeable with some kind of chemical peels and exfoliants, but some is just genetics, and it's fine. People have pores, you know, it's okay. Let's see. How do you keep your face so glowy? Well, right now, I'm more oily than glowy because it's the end of the day. And yeah, it's the end of the day, so usually my skin is just way more oily. But nobody just wakes up glowing. Nobody wakes up with like glowing, beautiful skin. The glow that most people see is just oil. So many Viet people here. Is that true? I just got here, but was wondering if you knew any good retinol gel products. I really like Dr. Sandra Lee's night treatment, but it's sold out. Dr. Sandra Lee. That sounds very familiar. Is that Dr. Pimple Popper? Like the doctor on YouTube? I didn't know she had a skincare line. I'll look into that after this live stream if that's who I'm thinking of. A good retinol product. Surprise, surprise! I'm going to recommend Paula's Choice because I did use their 2% retinol treatment for a while. I stopped because it became too much for my skin, and retinol can, like, it depends on the person, and my skin around here is pretty thin. That's where I used it on because I wanted retinol to remove my wrinkles, and I preferred niacinamide to retinol, so that's why I stopped, but it's still a very effective product for the rest of my face. Show nipple? Come on! You're really asking me to show my nipple in a skincare live stream. Y'all are, God. Anyway. Oh, so it is Dr. Pimple Popper. Oh, okay, I'll check it out then. I didn't know she had a skincare line. Is there anything else that I haven't touched on yet? Are there any questions that I haven't answered yet? I don't want to leave anybody out. Favorite mask. Yes, I do have a favorite mask, and I brought it here, but for some, oh, there it is. It was underneath the cushion. My favorite mask is this one, which is disgusting and dirty because I've been using it for so long. It's almost empty because I'm trying to be sparing with it until I run out because I don't want to buy another tube. But this is the Paula's Choice Skin Balancing Oil Absorbing Mask, which is for normal oily combination skin. When I use this like 3, 4 times, maybe more a week, and it's probably the best oil absorbing mask in my opinion. It's just very straightforward. It's like your regular charcoal mask that absorbs, I mean not charcoal, clay mask that absorbs oil, but it's just very easy to use. It spreads nicely. It's in a tube, so it's not like, you know, annoying and messy to use. It's super easy, convenient, and yeah, it just absorbs my oil after I use it. My skin feels really smooth. It lessens the oil even like the next day when I go to school and I put on sunscreen. Like, it really helps with the oil, like it says on the packaging. So I would highly recommend this for oily skin girls. And this is my favorite mask, and I can't go without it. Like, I can try other beauty treatments and try other masks, but this one, my skin overall just gets more oily when I don't use this. So I really like it. Have you tried other BHA exfoliants that are comparable to the one you like? Yes. All of them are from Paula's Choice. Because I know that The Ordinary, because I don't know that, like, words. I know that other brands do it, but I have not seen one that is as well formulated. I know The Ordinary has one, but that one I think has alcohol. I might be wrong. It has some other ingredient that makes it bad. I'll look it up, but it has some other ingredient, so it's not good because of that reason, which is so sad because I am dying for the beauty industry to come out with a BHA exfoliant that's affordable, because I know I keep recommending Paula's Choice and it's not the most affordable brand, you know. It's like department store, but that's still not like affordable, you know, like drugstore skincare. So I've been dying for someone else to make an exfoliant that's equally as good, but I haven't found any. But when I do, I will be talking about it. Have you tried Mario Bandescu products? Please answer. No, I have not. And the reason is because most of their products are extremely poorly formulated. A lot of them have fragrance, irritating ingredients, alcohol. They are packaged in a way that makes it look very medical and very pleasing to the eyes, and you know, it looks cute at Urban Outfitters, but they are not good for your skin. Yeah, a lot of them have irritating ingredients. Everyone likes the Cozar X BHA. Yes. Oh my god, I totally forgot about that. Cozar X is another brand. I totally forgot. Ignore everything I just said. Yes, Cozar X is an alternative to Paula's Choice. I've used it and I think it's really, really good. I still prefer Paula's Choice. But it's up there. It's like very close. And it's a little bit more affordable because I was thinking about like drugstore, American drugstores, but Cozar X is a very good brand for acne products. I used to use their salicylic acid cleanser, which I don't anymore because I don't have a place to buy it, and I just kind of like some other cleansers I'm trying out, but the salicylic acid cleanser is also very good. You still need to complement that with a leave-on salicylic product, but it's very good. I like Cozar X. Do you use peeling gels to exfoliate? No, but I use chemical exfoliants nightly and daily, and I use the peeling solution from The Ordinary to exfoliate every once in a while. It's very intense, but when I feel like my skin is just clogged up, I use that peeling solution. Favorite Korean skincare products? How do you feel about the step regimen? Have you tried it? I'm not sure what the step regimen is. I know that some Korean skincare routines that I've seen are like 10 steps and it involves like so many products, and I think that's just a marketing. Yeah, 10 step. Okay, 10 step regimen. That's a marketing campaign. You do not need 10 steps unless every single step is a different active ingredient. Every single step has something to contribute and you know what it's doing. I really don't think you need that many products, in my humble onion. But yeah, you don't need that many products. You need a couple of very well formulated products with good active ingredients, antioxidants, things that will heal and improve your skin. Any products or remedies to help acne scars? So I did struggle with acne scars for a while. Thank you for bringing that up, because I did make videos in the past, like the first year when I started my channel. That's like my biggest skin problem was acne scars, because I have a couple here, which was left there through popping, so don't pop your pimples. And I still have a very, very faint scar, but it has gotten a lot better. And what I did was I used, again, exfoliant, daily exfoliation, BHA exfoliation, and AHA exfoliation really helps with acne scars. And I think that if it's actually scarring, like if it has an indentation, like if there's like texture and you can tell that it was scarring, like there's scar tissue, um, micro, well, I was gonna say microblading, but derma rolling, that's a completely different word. Derma rolling can be beneficial, but you have to be very careful where you get the products, where you get the roller and all that. You can do it at, I think, a dermatologist's office, not with the derma roller, but with micro needling. That's what I was thinking of, micro needling, which helps with texture slightly, but I think the thing that is going to help with pigment the most is going to be a laser. So a targeted treatment, Fraxel laser. I think there's another one called BBL laser, which I think it's called broadband light laser, which really helps. I've heard from other people that it really helps, and just scientifically, it's like one of the most effective ways of treating pigmentation in your skin. If you have the money to splurge. If not, I think a daily exfoliation can really be beneficial. There will not be a quick fix solution, but over time, my acne scars definitely like healed a lot and faded a lot. And I know it feels so bad when you have it and you can't get rid of it overnight, but give it time. It will get better. Oh, also use SPF, but you probably already know that. Just use SPF or it's going to worsen. Uh, mm, um, do you use your face brush every single night? Yes, some of y'all know that I use the Vanity Planet Spin for Perfect Skin brush, and every Instagram girl is using it now because they have like the sponsorship program, which is also how I found out about it. But I do really like it. I like it removes makeup so well without causing any like physical friction, like rubbing of the skin. So I use it on nights when I have like heavy makeup on, or even when I just feel like my micellar water isn't doing it, isn't cutting it. Oh, I'm sorry, my laptop is it's making a lot of noise. Okay. But yeah, I use the Vanity Planet Spin for Perfect Skin brush for when I want to remove heavy makeup. But if you don't want to get one, I think you can have a similar effect. You do need to rub your skin a little bit, but if you really don't want to get like a facial spinning brush, like electric spinning brush, you can use your towel or like some kind of washcloth and use that to rub it, like remove the makeup. Again, that will cause a little bit more rubbing, but it has a similar kind of physical exfoliation to a facial brush. Okay, I feel like I've been talking forever. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave it in the comments of this live stream, because I'm going to leave this up after it's over. So feel free to leave in the comments and thumbs up the ones that talk about questions or issues that you are the most interested in, or things that really concerns you. Thumbs up those comments so I can see it, and I will look through them and see what like bothers you. If it's a quick thing, I can just comment back, or if you want a full video, I'll do that too. So yeah, that's it. I hope this was helpful, because I feel like I've been lecturing. I feel like I've been giving a lecture. I've been talking for so long. But thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm sorry that this took so long to make. Hope y'all are having a great Wednesday. It's Thursday already. It's Thursday. I literally talk through the day. But anyway, hope y'all are having a good night. I love y'all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.